Hi, welcome back to my page, TESHA'S. The last video we discussed credit reports and sending the dispute memos to the credit bureaus to help clean up our credit reports. I was asked two questions. Okay, I was asked to go into depth a little more about the credit report um, situation, and I was also asked what's the next step. So I am going to try to I guess kill two birds with one stone and answer both of those questions without giving too much information. So about the credit portion, I don't want you guys to get too hung up on the number. Okay, if we follow the process and get out of debt, the number will follow suit. Okay, it will go up automatically. Okay, so let's give an example. Well, really my true life story, but make an example out of me. So let's say from the last video, if I sent off for the free credit report and I received that back, let's say I had 10 items on there. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with automatic fall off of things. So if you have some discrepancies on your report, like let's say you're 30 days late, 90 days late on some things, or just didn't pay them at all, charge-offs, 7 years, they'll fall off. Now, if it's like a bankruptcy, you're working with 7 to 10 years. But these things will fall off automatically. You don't have to call anyone. You don't have to submit any documents. 7 years, they fall off, okay? So I recommend setting up payment plans and everything, because if you are in the process of probably having to buy something, let's say next 3 years you want to buy a house or a car or something, and you're going to need some credit for it, you might want to start repairing that credit instead of waiting on the 7 years for something to fall off. Now, if you are at the 7-year mark on some things, then let nature take its course. But yeah, so 10 things on my credit report. Okay, 3 of those things, 7-year mark at that point, right? So let's say 3 of those things just fell off organically. Okay, let's say another 3 things on my credit report, the company that I got the credit from did not dispute it with the credit bureau. So if they didn't say anything within that time allotted from the credit bureaus, it falls off as well. Okay, so now I have 4 things to contend with. Okay, so what I can do, as stated in the previous video, is call these people and set up a payment plan or try to negotiate. You could do both, actually. Try to negotiate those numbers and get them down to something that you can pay at that moment if you have money saved, or negotiate a payment plan. Okay, let's say you owe the last 4 companies $1,000 each, right? Okay, you called the first 2 to negotiate. They said, okay, you could pay us $500. The second 2, they were not budging. You still owe them $1,000. Okay, so let's say you got $1,000 saved. You use that 1,000 with the first 2 companies, get them off, and then you set up payment plans for the second 2 companies to pay off that $1,000 that you owe them each, whether it's $100 a week, $100 every 2 weeks, or $100 a month. Just start a payment plan and don't skip a payment. Just get them paid for and get them done. Okay? I say that because we did borrow the money, so we have to pay the people, and I know it's hard to come off of money that you've saved, okay, especially to pay a bill. But what I had to learn later in life is that if you have money saved and you owe someone, you don't have any money saved because that money really belongs to them. It's crazy, I know, but that's one of the concepts that I now live by. I know it's hard though, and I know me giving examples of $500 and $1,000 of debt is, nice or not nice, but small compared to some people having $5,000 and $10,000 worth of debt with people. So I understand it's hard and it's a process, but the process works. It works. Like I said before, I had two cars that I had maxed out at 10,000 each. Okay, car payments with interest rates through the roof and upside down on those. And I just had to take my time and hit these payments, set up a plan one by one. Things start to fall off the credit report, okay? With time and consistency, things just start to fall off. And next thing you know, your score goes from 549 to 560 to 580. And then the last thing that falls off, now you're in the 600 club, you know? And it's the best feeling ever, because you know you worked hard at that. You know you put in time and you put in effort, and it pays off. It truly, truly does. So with that, I hope that I answered both questions. I also want to say, if you are still working and you are making any type of overtime or getting any bonuses, throw that towards it. You know, just throw it towards it. You got this, okay? Thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That is my Tesha tip for today. And if it helped you at all, please share. Thank you.